What does it take to leave behind the comfort of civilization and build a life where the nearest neighbor is miles away and the winter lasts for half the year? In The Call of the Last Frontier, Melissa Cook shares her extraordinary 20-year journey into the heart of the Alaskan wilderness. This is not just a memoir of survival, it is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, the transformative power of nature, and the quiet courage required to live on one's own terms. From the initial shock of isolation to the deep, abiding love for the land that sustains her, Cook chronicles the highs and lows of off-grid living, offering a raw and honest look at what it means to truly belong to the wild. If you have ever felt the pull of the unknown or dreamed of a life unburdened by modern distractions, this audiobook will transport you to the edge of the map where freedom is earned every single day. Cook begins by describing the moment she decided to trade her conventional life for the uncertainty of the frontier. She captures the mix of terror and exhilaration that comes with such a radical choice, setting the stage for a journey that is as much internal as it is external. The audiobook format is particularly effective here, as Cook's narration is intimate, reflective, and deeply grounded. Her voice carries the weathered wisdom of someone who has faced the elements and survived, drawing listeners into her world with authenticity and grace. Listeners feel the weight of the decision and the lightness of the liberation, creating an atmosphere of adventurous solitude. It invites the listener to step out of their comfort zone and into the vastness of the North. The core of the book details the practical and emotional challenges of building a life in the bush. Cook describes the physical labor of constructing a home, the skill required to hunt and gather food, and the constant vigilance needed to stay safe in bear country. She shares stories of brutal winters, mechanical failures, and moments of profound loneliness, but also of breathtaking sunsets, abundant harvests, and the deep satisfaction of self-reliance. These narratives are gritty and inspiring, offering a realistic portrayal of off-grid life without sugarcoating the hardships. The narrator guides listeners through these experiences with clarity and resilience, ensuring that the struggle is honored. It transforms the abstract dream of wilderness living into a tangible reality of hard work and reward. One of the most compelling aspects of The Call of the Last Frontier is its exploration of personal transformation. Cook reflects on how the wilderness stripped away her insecurities and pretenses, forcing her to confront her true self. She discusses the shift from fearing nature to respecting and loving it, and how this relationship changed her perspective on life, death, and community. These insights are profound and spiritual, appealing to anyone seeking a deeper connection to the earth. The audiobook captures this inner journey with a tone that is contemplative and wise. It reminds listeners that we are not separate from nature, but part of its intricate web. The book also addresses the social aspect of frontier life, highlighting the unique bonds formed with other remote dwellers. Cook shares stories of neighbors who became lifelines, sharing resources, knowledge, and companionship in a landscape that can be unforgiving. These reflections are heartwarming and communal, showing that independence does not mean isolation. The narration handles these connections with warmth, creating a sense of shared humanity despite the distance. As the 20-year timeline progresses, Cook reflects on the changes in the land and in herself. She discusses the impact of climate change, the shifting wildlife patterns, and the evolving definition of home. These sections are poignant and relevant, adding a layer of environmental awareness to the personal narrative. The audiobook supports this broader perspective with a pacing that allows for reflection on the passage of time. It encourages listeners to consider their own legacy and relationship with the planet. The Call of the Last Frontier concludes with a message of enduring love for the wild. Melissa Cook leaves listeners with the understanding that adventure is not a destination, but a way of being. For dreamers, nature enthusiasts, or anyone seeking inspiration to live authentically, this audiobook is an essential resource. It proves that the call of the frontier is not just about geography, it is about the courage to follow your own path.